Hello and welcome to our video on muzzle training made easy. There are many different types of muzzles, but the ones that I would recommend are the Baskerville type muzzles. They can be for wide-faced dogs and normal-faced dogs and come in a variety of sizes. The muzzle we'll be using today is just a normal Baskerville muzzle, which you can see on the screen now. As muzzle training takes a bit of time to build up, if at any point the dog needs to wear a muzzle in an emergency, then I would recommend the dog to wear the Mickey muzzle. Although the fitting is the same for both muzzles, the tactile sensation between the softer muzzle and the hard plastic muzzle should be enough to stop a negative association building too dramatically. This should then not affect the training that will be carried out with the hard plastic Baskerville muzzle type. Stage 1 of the training begins with the dog free targeting the muzzle. This dog has a history of targeting and understands the process, so it has been built up with target sticks, hand target and targeting to a marker at a distance. So this dog moves on fairly quickly with the targeting, putting his nose inside the muzzle and the trainer marking for that behaviour. The initial stages can also be the dog just approaching the muzzle, so try not to rush things, build up the dog's confidence. The food delivery can be to the dog from the hand, or it could be thrown behind the dog. With throwing the food behind the dog, this creates movement which can be reinforcing for many dogs. It also creates excitement in the dog and anticipation, and this anticipation can help the dog develop a real enjoyment for the process of running forward to the muzzle, putting his nose in, and then the food being delivered away from the muzzle. For a dog that has a good history of target training and understanding duration during the training with the muzzle can be built up relatively quickly. Also, during the process of duration, the strap can be gently brought across behind the dog's head and held in place, again only for a couple of seconds, ensuring that the click is given before the strap is released. So the click should be given when the strap is still in place behind the dog's head. As the duration builds, continue to bring the strap across, holding it in position for longer periods. However, do not fix the strap in place. You are just at this moment in time building up the sensation of the strap being across the back of the dog's head. The dog should be enjoying the process and continually monitoring its motions to ensure that the dog is not being placed under any duress during this important part of the training process. Keep the training session successful. Possibly carry out 3 sets of 5 to 10 repetitions. This will ensure that you can assess your progress during each set. This will help the trainer continually assess that the dog is remaining in a learning state and enjoying the process. Good. Just before the training with the dog takes place for stage 2, the muzzle needs to be prepared. So part of the muzzle needs to be removed, and as you can see, it's the area that has been coloured in black. Just taking a small pair of cutters, take out that part of the muzzle, as this will ensure that food can be easily given to the dog when the dog is wearing the muzzle. Just this removal of this part of the muzzle will help stop any frustration developing, as the food can be easily passed through the muzzle and into the dog's mouth. Stage 2 is simply helping to build a duration of the dog keeping his nose inside the muzzle. As the dog's in front of you, gently place the muzzle over the dog's nose and simply use a high frequency of reinforcement as the dog keeps his nose inside the muzzle.
Good lad. Good. That's a good boy. Good. Good boy. Good.
As you will now see, the muzzle is removed. Same process, the praise and the feeding and all the other reinforcement is stopped. When the muzzle goes back on, the praise, the smiling, all the good stuff begins again. Try to keep it as a high rate of reinforcement for the dog. This is a really important part of it, with the dog shoving into the muzzle, but there is no food in the muzzle. There is no bribery going on, no luring going on. It is simply when the dog has his nose in the muzzle, all the good stuff is happening.
Good lad. Good.
During this training as well, if the dog decides to remove his nose from the muzzle, then that's fine. The reinforcement simply stops.
Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good lad. Good. Good boy. Good. That's a good lad. Good boy. Good lad. Good boy. Good. That's enough. Good lad.
Muzzles, by design, are restrictive. They stop the dog's ability to be able to play, to feed freely, and as a whole, they can become an aversive for the dog. This then will create a problem. However much we have built up the targeting the behaviour and the duration the behaviour, as soon as the muzzle is fitted, it will create those restrictions. So what is now required is a building of a reinforcement history with the muzzle when it is fitted, which will then change the dog's perception that even when the muzzle is fitted, it is still able to play and interact freely.
Good. Well done, son.